Well, Jim Brickman is a world-renowned musician, best known for his unique blend of solo piano and pop-style instrumentals and vocal collaborations. Jim has been nominated for Grammys. His talent has led him to the success that he has of 6 gold and platinum albums, charted 28 hits on the radio. Jim is going to be performing down at the State Theater this Saturday night's special show along with John Trones. And we've talked with Jim before on the show, and always good to chat with him and catch up and see what's going on in his life. Jim is our guest this morning. He's calling us from Minneapolis. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're doing good. Boy, you are a busy guy. A lot of stuff on your plate. I mean, along with your music career, you have a syndicated radio show. You have, I believe, a cruise, books, and greeting cards. I mean, you're probably going to be doing people's taxes Saturday night at the State Theater, right? I mean, how do you balance it all, Jim? Do you have any free time at all?
Well, you know, it's funny. You mentioned all those things, but the one thing that they all have in common is that they really all come from my music career. You know, the things like the American Greetings cards are all of my music on AmericanGreetings.com. The cruise to Alaska coming up this summer is a place for audience and fans to come and concerts at sea. The radio show is me getting a chance to not only play some of my own music, but also get to know some performers that I admire. So, you know, really all comes from the most important thing in my life, which is the music.
Mm-hmm. So just an extension of the musical career, which has led you to all these incredible things. I mean, as far as taking a cruise to Alaska, you picked a good place, Jim. You picked a good place.
Well, you know, our cruises have become so popular. This is the 6th year that we're taking a cruise with friends and fans. And it's really a good time. It's this time we're going in this summer because people are always saying, well, you know, we can't go in February because the kids are in school, or I'm a teacher or something like that. And so we're going in summer and still inviting people to go along. So I'd love for people to come. It's going to be fun.
By the way, you can get more info on that by going to Jim's website, jimbrickman.com. Now, the show's Saturday night at the State Theater. You, of course, are known for a lot of your hit songs like Valentine and The Gift. Besides including, I'm sure, all of the hits in the show, how do you decide what the set list is going to be?
Well, every live performance is unique. And when you have really great special guests like this particular show, John Trones and Joanna John, as they kind of flow in throughout the show, it's a really nice balance of being able to do some of the romantic solo piano music, some of the faith-based songs as well, but a lot of the hits that kind of flow through the show. So it always creates a really nice set list by creating some of the vocals, some of the instrumentals, some lighthearted moments, some more tender moments, and it's always been a really nice way to, rather than have like an opening act and then break for intermission and then do the show, to have the guest vocalist flow in and out throughout the show. So
Sure.
that's always a highlight. And like you said, the hits are really important when you get a chance to do The Gift and Simple Things and Valentine and Never Alone and brand new songs as well.
And you and John have collaborated many times before in the past. I mean, you guys have kind of worked together since, the late 90s, right?
Yeah, in fact, we tour all over the world together. We just got back from an Asian tour of Korea and Taiwan and Thailand and Kuala Lumpur and the Philippines. So we do travel all over the world together, and he's got such a wonderful fan base in this area and such a beautiful voice. And it's, I think a wonderful blend of a pop and Broadway kind of point of view.
And
so
is that what makes it a good partnership for you?
I think so. I mean, anytime you have a great singer who also is a great performer, there's a lot of great singers out there, but as I think a lot of people can tell from things like American Idol, sometimes they just stand there like a stick figure. And to me, when you go to a live performance, not only is the guest do they have to be talented, but they also have to be able to communicate and
Sure.
entertain.
Sure.
And so his theatrical background, I think, brings a song to life in a very live, theatrical way that entices people and connects, and that's what live performing is. It's connecting with the audience and taking people on a journey, so that when they walk in the theater, they have a couple hours of escape, which is certainly what we all kind of want right now in the world.
Exactly. Well, it's definitely a winning combination between the two of you. And you mentioned the journey, and people really it seems like people have really connected to your music over the years, and they've made it is essentially the soundtrack to many of their special moments in their lives, and whether it's a wedding or the birth of a baby. Jim Brickman just tends to be there with his music, and I would find that to be a little overwhelming. Does that ever create pressure for you when you're writing and recording new music, to have to match up to all those expectations?
Well, I mean, I think of it as a true compliment that people would have music, my music in the most intimate moments of birthing of a baby, or a bubble bath, or a wedding, or any of the things people use my music for. But the truth is that this is the style of music that comes naturally to me. Whenever I'm interviewed and somebody says, why did you choose this style to do? I always think it's an interesting question, because it's not like I said, well, should I do ragtime or should I do emotional connection? It just you do what comes naturally, especially as a songwriter. It's not something that you can fake. It either is or it isn't. Yeah. And so the idea that the music is used for those intimate moments is more of a compliment than anything else.
Well, you have it, my friend. You have it, and we're looking forward to an incredible night. Saturday night, State Theater, special show. Jim, always good to talk with you. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. You also have your latest CD, Beautiful World, which was the inspiration for a PBS special. And you can probably get more info on that on your website as well, jimbrickman.com. Jim,